Burgundy Ballers, welcome back to another episode of the Ballin in Burgundy podcast. Yeah,
Yeah.
I got myself, I got Chris, and we got our sponsor, our guy, the number one dude outside of Josh Allen in the Washington community, our guy, Rio Robinson, finally back with BIB. Rio, what's happening?
What's going on, man? It's a new day in Washington. It's a new year.
Woo!
These playoffs are fire, but what we're doing here, what we're cooking up in this Commander's kitchen has got me more excited than what's happening in the playoff. It's a new day in Washington, baby.
It's a new day, it's a new year, it's a new Washington. So before we get into that, guys, I need to do two things. First, hit like and subscribe here on the channel. Head over to Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Go follow us all over there. We're gonna have some heat content. We've already got 5 NFL draft prospect kind of breakdowns alongside Abaniba, the Burgundy and Gold Report. Shout out to him. We got a lot more coming our way. Go so support Rio over on his channel, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, the whole nine. Wherever you can find him, go follow him. Facebook, hell, that man got a Facebook. That's how old we are. We got Facebook for you youngins out there. And then congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Detroit Lions, and the San Francisco 49ers. We have our NFC and our AFC title games set for next week. Boy, howdy, these are going to be some damn good matchups. I'll tell you what. Come on now.
I'm ready for it, man. I'm ready for it.
And this time, this time the title will be game in Baltimore. It ain't gonna be in no Arrowhead. It's gonna be in who the hell uses M&T Bank Stadium.
Going to be a good one. I like both of these matchups. Both matchups have high-powered offenses with some good defenses in there too.
They do. I like it, but let's get into it. Let's first start off with what happened earlier in the week. Adam Peters introductory press conference as the new general manager of the Washington Commanders. I would have done this a little bit earlier, but I've been sick. My sister's been sick, and a few of us have been sick. A few of us have been working, so it's been a big hectic schedule. It's that season. It's that damn season, especially with this goddamn weather. But he's here for 5 years. It's on a 5-year contract. All right. And he had his press conference. He said it's not going to be a total rebuild. There's a few cornerstone pieces to one of the best franchises in the league. Rio, I know you did your whole video, and guys, go watch that. Go watch his whole breakdown because that was a damn good breakdown. But what were your initial thoughts coming out of that press conference?
It's such a new day. It's such a breath of fresh air. We actually have a real general manager, a real talent evaluating, experience, respected league-wide general manager. We're going to finally have a true structure here. Under the meddlesome ownership of Dan Snyder, we've never had a owner with an acting president or GM that is a talent evaluating football person. It was always some concoction of Dan's hitman running the show, whether it was Crazy Eyes Vinny Serrato or Bruce Allen. They tried to pretend and throw out Scott McLuhan for a year or two to be the savior, and then once they saw the fans liked him too much, they had to rein him back in, called him a drunk, sent him out the organization. And we've never had this. So just think about this. Like, people say I'm embellishing or I'm exaggerating when I say this is my most exciting offseason to be a fan. This is the first time in my 32-year-old life where Washington is going to have a competent GM, a competent, talented young coach, and a quarterback all attained in one offseason. They're all going to be on one timeline, and they get to start and grow together. I feel lovely right now. And everything Adam Peters says and does looks great. He looks great. Handsome devil, salt and pepper, James Bond look. He has the smile of he has a Hollywood smile, a beautiful family with his wife and daughters. Everything, he's very kind, humble, and soft-spoken. Everything he says and everything he touches looks like it turns to gold. I'm excited. Adam Peters, I'm ready to see AP go to work.
Let's get into it. Chris, what were you thinking when you were watching this interview?
All right, so basically, after I heard the hiring, I got all excited, obviously, and then I believe what was it? Tuesday was the interview. It was a press conference, right?
Yep.
Sitting there watching it with my girl, Had
Hey,
to.
there you go.
Had to. 100%. No, and then, after I saw some of the quotes and tweets, that he was saying, and it was basically like he said, we are not rebuilding. He said these are guys that need leadership.
Leadership.
Leadership, leadership, leadership. This is what this team needs. And for a guy like that to come in here and say that, I like it 100%. Because when Dan Snyder was here, we did not have that. Yes, we had the legendary coach, Joe Gibbs, and, we had another legendary coach in Mike Shanahan. But we didn't have the full leadership. We did not, you know. So now with Adam Peters coming in, signing a 5-year deal with us, it seems like this guy knows what he's doing. Hell, he built up San Francisco after a couple down years they had. Got Denver, their pieces for a Super Bowl squad. Got New England's pieces for a couple Super Bowl squads and everything like that. So it seems like this guy knows what he's doing, and not only that, he's keeping cornerstone pieces of this franchise. Guys like Terry McLaurin, guys like Deron Payne, maybe Jonathan Allen. There is a lot of rumors of Jonathan Allen maybe being traded this offseason.
I'm here for it.
During the draft.
Yep, I'm here for it.
But I do like where this guy is heading, what he's trying to do. I think if he wants to make a big splash, I think the two big splashes he would make this offseason is A, hiring Ben Johnson, and B, landing Josh Allen from the Jaguars, the linebacker, and Brian Burns. I think that would be key pieces and make a splash here in Washington.
Yep. Yeah, I like that. If we land both Josh Allen and Brian Burns, you rotate KJ Henry, you draft Javon Solomon out of Troy, who's at 16 sacks this season, 31 over the past 3 years. Dude, you want to talk about splash? Bro. That would grab your poncho, it's be the splash zone.
I'm not gonna hold you. Neither of those guys will probably hit free agency.
Yeah,
they're probably both getting smacked with the franchise tag. Starts because Josh Allen went nuts this year. Oh,
he did.
Yeah, he did.
Bro. Carolina's a mess though, so you never know what's happening down there though.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, and I've told everybody this. Yes, the schedule and the season is not over yet, and the schedule is not even out. But if you look at our 2024 opponents right now, if you can make all right moves, even the little moves, even the big moves, the little moves, everything like that, you can make this team 9-8, 10-7 next year with the opponents they have. If you do it right, though.
Don't make that an expectation, though. Don't
set
yourself up. Like it's year one.
I'm not making that. I'm not making that an expectation. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying if you do it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
It's what we thought was going to. Yeah.
Which this team needs. They need to go the right way after losing for 30 damn years.
Yeah. But I just don't think like that would. So like we don't need to win 9 or 10 games next year for the year one of the new regime to be successful, though. Like that would be amazing. But what the Texans and the Colts did this year, that's not normal. So it's it's not as simple as like copy and paste type situation, But in the NFC, you never know.
It is the NFC. It is. Outside of Dallas, Philadelphia's going through their own issues. But let's say Dallas and San Francisco and now Detroit as those top teams.
Mm-hmm.
NFC, if you look at the two conferences, everyone's like, I don't want to have to play the AFC. But the NFC, bring that ass here. Like, come on now.
NFC's wide open.
Bro, Philly just fired their defensive coordinator.
It's like the Niners. It's like the Niners in the field in the NFC. The Niners, the Lions, and then the field. Like, there's not a lot of greatness in the NFC.
It's not. And those are the two teams in the NFC Championship, ironically enough, is Detroit and San Francisco.
It's about
I
to be
mean,
like that for the next couple years.
It gets weird though. Teams get hot. Things change fast, and as these young quarterbacks start coming into the conference, we'll see. Because
yeah,
there are not a lot of great quarterbacks in the NFC right now.
no. There's maybe 4.
There's like 3 or 4. Yep.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
just a bunch of
And,
guys.
and then it drops down a little bit, then Derek Carr, and then drops off.
I'm not even
Come on.
putting Jalen Hurts in that category of like top 3 or 4 quarterbacks in the NFC, if I'm being honest.
He probably dropped to like 4 or 5 this year because
Yeah.
they were bad. They were hard. I mean, losing Shane Steichen changed the shit out of that. Steichen and Gannon.
And Gannon, both of them.
See how much coordinators matter? Like that was they have not looked the same at all.
No. If you bring in Matt Patricia, you're down bad.
Yeah, and that's the danger you play when your head coach is not either an offensive or defensive play caller. You have the chance of losing someone that important, man. And when you have a quarterback you're paying $260 million, you might want to keep him in the same offense.
Yeah.
And that is one of my main arguments for Ben Johnson or Bobby Slowick. I need the head coach to be married forever to the quarterback that we're about to draft, second pick of the draft.
Yep. Number 2 overall. We'll get into drafts later. I want to talk about what we just learned earlier today. I saw the first report coming from Bleacher Report across my desk at church of all places. But apparently, earlier in the week, we had a very excellent and highly detailed interview with still current offensive coordinator and assistant head coach Eric Bieniemy. And we were talking about this before we recorded. That was basically one of those, like you said, one of those Rooney Rule, interviews. Like we kind of got to do it.
It's a formality. It's like,
yeah.
On your way out, come holler at us real quick, bro. Come on in and do the job right quick, big guy.
Come on now,
big dog.
Come on, that's exactly what that was. And I don't want to hate on Eric Bieniemy because I think coming into this year or coming into Washington, he wasn't set up the best with a Ron Rivera defense who no one's hiring as a defensive coordinator. I don't give a fuck how down bad you are.
Ron on the golf course. Ron done coaching football.
He done.
He's done coaching football.
Wraps it up. But I don't want to put all the way on Eric Bieniemy because we had good games. Both Philly games, the Seattle game,
that's 2. And then Seattle.
And then, so 3 games right there. Yeah,
and the
Broncos, out of 7.
And the Broncos. Okay, 4.
And the Broncos. Okay, let's say 4. Although we almost choked that game away.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't blame that on the defense.
Defense. Although obviously, but those are the 4 games you could say, man, he called a really good game. And then there's every other game.
13.
Arizona, Buffalo, Chicago.
Every game we played after the Seattle game. So that's 8. The last 8 games.
The last 8 games. Yep.
Terrible.
Yep. Now did the defense help? Hell no.
No.
Neither did the offense though. Like they both
offense didn't help.
They were in lockstep, both being ass.
Yep.
Hey, look, the defense tried. They tried in the first Giants game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did they now? Oh, they tried.
Yeah, Hal turned the ball 100 times in the first.
Look! Hear me out. They only gave up 14 points in the first Giants game. They tried.
Oh, they did good. That's good on the road. That should win you the game. When the offense scores 7, though.
Come on now. Can't do it to them. But so we won 4 games this season. You can interchange those games and however you want. You won 4 games. I put.
There was a lot of games.
Go ahead.
You're good. Right. Go ahead.
All right, I'll say it and you go. I put 45% blame on Eric Bieniemy. That's all I was going to say.
Oh, damn. 45%. Look,
45.
If we being real, we won 4 games this season.
Yep.
There is a lot of more games that we could have won. If you think about it in reality. Like, if we're being real, okay? This is how I'm going to break it down, all right? You look at the 2 Philly games, complete robbery highway. Honestly, let's think about it. Because, like Philly when they was up 31-24, right? And Jahan was trying to. They said it was incomplete. They said it was called. Next thing you know, they didn't. They reviewed it. Didn't even tell anybody in the stadium, and they said, "Oh, it's incomplete." But yet, every fourth down play is supposed to be reviewed. If that's the case, where was the supposed catch that Devontae Smith had on the 4th and 3 play?
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
right there, that could have been 6-11. Then Chicago could have been,
they beat the brakes off us. Nah, they had us since as soon as the ball was snapped, they beat our ass. Like that was terrible.
The moment you realize their defensive tackles, who no one had heard of unless you're a Chicago fan, blew Sam Howell the way they blew him, it wrapped.
Yeah,
we were live for the first beginning of it. Once halftime hit, I was like, I can't do this anymore.
I was there, and
Jonathan was like, we're done.
Yeah, we done. I saw the live stream. Rio just said he was there in person. Oh man, the pain.
Rio, I feel bad for you, man. I really did. I feel bad for you, bro.
Me and my boys all had on Jahan Dotson gear for a man that went out and had no catches that night. All blacked out. It was the blackout night. It was prom Thursday night football, and a team that hadn't won in 360 days came out and stomped us on national TV. Justin Fields looked like a competent passer for the first time in his career. DJ Moore had more yards than we had. Like, it was a bad night, bro. It was
DJ Moore looked like a Hall of Fame receiver that night.
DJ Moore won people fantasy matchups.
He did.
Look. They're going to come back here and do it again. Because guess what?
Shit.
We got to play them again. Where at? FedEx Field. Landover, Maryland.
Again.
Different regime, though.
Different
regime. Yeah, different team, different regime.
That's true.
Different regime, man. Like, I'm going to let everything start off fresh, and I'm going to be patient with it, man. I'm not going to put it on. I just want to see it built the right way. I want to see people selected the right way. I want to see us target free agents that are fit for whatever the scheme is. Not just look at us. We're spending. We're gonna buy players just to buy a player, but they don't fit what we do. Guys that
Cody Barton
the program. I want dogs and blue chip guys, man. Let's do it right, man. I'm willing to wait till however long it takes to see us build it the right way.
Yeah.
If we hit on the quarterback, we hit on the coach, and we put some pieces around her, it shouldn't take too long.
Nope. Yeah. So what you're saying?
David Mayo.
Oh God, dude, bro, Mayo and Burton can all go eat a dick. I don't know what you're talking. They can all go eat a dick and choke on it. Pause. But it is what it is.
I don't even know. But watching the Ravens and watching the Niners, it makes me feel like I've never watched a linebacker play football before. Because watching our linebackers compared to Greenlaw, Warner, Quan, Patrick Queen, and them boy, it's like, what the hell do we even do here? Like, what do our scouts just refuse to watch that position? Like, what do we do here?
Martin Mayhew and Marty Hurney, or whatever their names, get your old ass out of here. So is it Forbes or Gonzalez? It's always been Forbes. What are you talking about?
They were so happy to draft Forbes. They were so happy to draft.
I'm sorry. I don't care if Emmanuel Forbes is a rookie or not. That man has to go because he is irking my nerves, and I'm on my last fumes. I'm on my last couple of brain cells with that man because that man is pissing me off to the T.
He stinks.
It was bad. We were bad with him on the field and off the field. It didn't matter where he was. It was
bad. We're playing meaningless games in December, and he's on the sideline. That should tell you everything you need to know about the guy you picked in the first round of the draft.
That's bad.
Very bad. You're playing behind guys named Fields Castro. Like, all right. Okay.
Nick Whiteside. Like, come on now.
Yeah, I don't like to.
Caleb Williams about to change that, though. Right?
Yeah, he about to go crazy in Chicago.
Caleb ain't that the fucking truth? When you're a second round pick, that all of us were like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Quan Martin has a better season than your first round corner.
Hey, I'm not even trying to be that guy, but Quan Martin got more interceptions this year than Cam has in the last 3 years.
Yeah,
Cam Curl has in the last 3 years. So I'm not trying to be that guy, but
it ain't looking good.
Quan Martin, though, shout out to him. I'm glad he finally. We had someone from the draft class finally flash some promise.
I don't know. KJ was looking good for a bit.
He looked all right. He looked all right.
I liked KJ, and Stromberg before he got injured was actually looking half decent.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be starters, but I think there's definitely something to Quan Martin now.
Yeah,
he's going to be a starter here next year.
Probably. Yeah, especially with Forrest always being injured at this rate.
Yeah, I think the biggest like after the head coach and other than talking about quarterback, the biggest question is who's going to be the defensive coordinator, because who that hire means almost as much as who the head coach is. We need somebody in here that can call up and scheme up a defense, and what the scheme's going to be, that matters too, because when you talk about free agent edge rushers and shit like that, we need to know what scheme we're running, because some guys are better fit for certain scheme. Like Brian Burns, if we're not running a 3-4, does it make sense to get him? Like you gotta see a scheme fit matters. You know, Snyder used to write blank checks and say make it work. Like I want guys that fit what we run here. We won't know what we run here until we have our coaching staff hired. So there's a lot of questions remain to be answered this offseason.
And we have a guy who's in Baltimore, you know, like that built a top defense named Mike McDaniel.
McDonald.
McDonald, damn it. Wrong name. Still, y'all know what I was saying, though.
He's nice.
He's nice. Yeah. I mean, when you have an all-pro safety named Kyle Hampton, who we could have had in the first fucking draft in 2021. Motherfucker. Bro, if we were BIB, if we were there for 2021, I was all up Hamilton's draft.
That was 22. That was 22. That was 22. That was
22. Draft. Thank you. 2020, 22. Thank you.
I don't know what you mean. We drafted Jahan Dotson. We drafted a 500-yard receiver, guy. You know, who needs all-pro safety when you got a receiver that can get 500 yards in 17 games?
I'm putting it out there. His new name is Jahan Dropson. Come on now. Come on.
Hey, let's not forget about Tony's, nickname, Benjamin
St. Groupie.
Oh my
God. And fuck that stupid celebration he does too. Like you're celebrating a quarterback overthrowing a receiver. Dude. Like motherfucker, you didn't make a play on the ball. What are you cheering for?
You didn't do nothing. You was just there to look good in a uniform. Like, come on.
He's just there to sport his French Canadian style and wear nice outfits and post TikToks. He's not there for.
He ain't there for nothing. You're there to make a paycheck, put a check mark in the NFL. We are diverse, and that's about it.
He's definitely not balling in Burgundy.
No, he is not.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a whole lot of people who were. In fact, it took you the very last play, and after there's time. It took you the very last play, about a minute and change left on the clock, and you had to push 17 for 15 yards to get him to 1,002 yards.
That's a huge indictment on the play caller. The play call, like just a quick juxtaposition. You look at the Detroit Lions offense. You know they want to get the ball to Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta, and the two running backs. You know they want to get the ball to them, and they still force the ball down their throat the whole game. We don't do that with our guy. EB cannot get Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson the ball, despite the fact that they're the best players in the room. We can't get them the ball. Force Terry the ball. A good play caller, a good schemer, a good X's and O's guy. They know how to get their best player the ball. You can double team him. You can scheme him up. You can build your whole plan around stopping Jamar Chase, stopping Amon-Ra St. Brown, stopping Justin Jefferson. And they still going to put 180 on your head because you're going to force the ball to him. EB cannot do that. Another reason why, get him the fuck out of here. Hand him his key card once the new coaching staff comes here. Like, I don't want him within 100 feet of our quarterback room in 24. No, sir.
Scott Turner.
Go back to Kansas City and hold Andy Reid's playbook, my boy.
Shoot.
Scott Turner.
Bro. I mean, but Chris, you're not wrong. When you have a worse offense than Scott Turner in
Scott
Washington.
Was getting Terry open. Scott was getting Bama's open, bro.
Yep.
Offense was ass, but the receivers was open.
Yep. And we were all for years, whether it was on YouTube, Instagram, like I'll go follow all of us over here. If you're having us defend Scott Turner after years of saying get him the hell out of Washington, you know you're the problem.
Facts.
If you got guys like us defending Scott Turner.
What's wrong with this team?
Everything. With Detroit's win tonight, they're going to the NFC Championship. Us and the Dallas Cowboys are tied for the longest streak without a trip to the NFC title game. 1991.
Hey, yo, Dan Quinn, you want to be hired as a defensive coordinator here?
Chris, that was 11 years before I was even born. That was, what, 15, 16 years before you were even conceived.
It's bad, man.
That is bad.
It's really sad. At least we got our arch nemesis to share in misery, you know.
Yeah.
Their shit looks a little better than ours, but don't get it twisted. It's still a turd. It's still a turd.
Shit.
Their turd got an Instagram filter and makeup on it. It's still a turd, baby. Like, we've done a bunch of nothing. The Giants have seen multiple Super Bowls. The Eagles have seen multiple Super Bowls. And we've seen 3 quarterbacks a year for 20 years. So look at the Packers have had 3 quarterbacks in 30 years. They go from Favre to Rodgers, Hall of Fame to Hall of Fame, and now Jordan Love's good. So they don't even know what it's like. They don't know what a QB conundrum is. They don't know what it's like to lack a quarterback.
Deshaun Kaiser.
Oh, they had like a little blink. You blink and it's gone. You blink and it's gone. Deshaun Kaiser, that wasn't an issue because they still had Dodgers on the roster. So it was they never had to transition. They don't know what this life is like. Must be nice.
Bro, Jordan Love's gonna get a bag. Must be.
He's nice. He's nice.
I heard he might be getting an 8-year, $400 million extension.
I don't know about all that,
but he's gonna get $45 million a year because he just did something this year we haven't had a quarterback do in 60 years. So I mean, we don't know what 30 touchdowns from a quarterback looks like. We don't. We've seen Kirk do 29. We've never seen 30. Jordan Love's first year as a starter, 30 plus touchdowns, 32 passing, 4 rushing, 36 touchdowns, 4,000 yards. His first year as a quarterback. Meanwhile, Bears fans are pleading for Justin Fields, and this man's never thrown for 3,000 or 20 touchdowns in a season. There's levels to this quarterback shit.
There is. You want to talk about someone who can do? Hey, Stroud, looking
baller,
magnificent,
baller.
As much as I want Puka to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, because I think when you break 3 rookie records in 1 year, you should get the nod. But this is a QB league. I've talked about this with Chisel Adonis and all of us here. Shout out Chisel. This is a QB-driven league. The Puka and CMC are going to get robbed because CMC should win MVP.
He should, but quarterbacks run the world, baby.
I may have ate my words on CJ.
Yeah, you ate your words and your crow. You ate all of it.
He's a baller. I hope nobody has stupid ass recency bias because they got blown out by the Ravens. Like, I want you guys to put in perspective, the Texans are not supposed to be there. Rookie quarterback, rookie coordinator, rookie coach,
receiver,
rookie. The whole team's like 23 years old. Like, they're not supposed to be there.
No,
and they were there. Like, that's enough already. Like, he's a building block for the future. They have one of the brightest futures in the league. That's just year 1. And his number 1 target was out also. But the Ravens defense is just out of this fucking. Mike McDonald defense is insane.
It's right there. But when you're saying Nico Collins and Tank, if you told me 6 months ago that Nico Collins and Tank Dell would be a top 3 wide receiver duo, I would have called you a liar.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy what a good play caller and hitting on the quarterback immediately does.
And a decent offensive line.
Yep. Hell yeah. I will say my unpopular opinion on the Washington season was I don't think our line was terrible. I think our line was league average. I think a combination of the coordinator and quarterback play made the line look worse than it was because a lot of the sacks were self-inflicted. I don't think Eric Bieniemy provided any layups or any support for the young quarterback. He just went out there and let him beat his brains in each week. And eventually he got cooked and he was never able to uncook himself. He ended the season rotisserie chicken. extra crispy, because it was just they didn't really give him. They didn't help him out. They didn't.
No.
I keep saying that Eric Bieniemy didn't help him out. EB did not. The game plan was the same every week. We didn't adjust to anything. It was, here's my scheme. Go make it work, guys. And it is why players turned on him. I thought it was that the players were soft and he was too hard to coach. You can't coach hard if you're not getting through to the player. You have to earn the cachet to talk to players a certain way. You can't run a shitty offense and then talk crazy to me as a grown man every day at practice.
Nope.
Because I would have too. I'd be like, EB, shut the fuck up. Like, your offense stinks. Don't cuss at me. Like,
yeah.
What are you talking about?
I got hands for you. Out of those 65, I blame 40 of those on the line. I think 25 are on Sam.
And that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Some quarterback didn't get sacked 25 times this year. So 25 self-inflicted sacks. Not the move, man. Not the move.
But 40 sacks is still a lot of sacks, to be honest. That's still a lot of sacks given up.
That's a lot.
I mean, we were on pace for like 118, so I'll take 65 or 118, but that's still piss poor.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. I think Sam is to blame for some of these sacks, but I wouldn't put I wouldn't put more than 25 or 25 on it.
I think the scheme in the quarterback had the biggest pie share of the sacks. I don't think the line was as bad as everyone made, because when you go back and look at it, dudes was doing their job at times, and we're fleeing from clean pockets. We're not and also the quarterback it's little things like the quarterback has to know when to shift the line, when to call out a blitz, you see the mic's coming, the linebacker blitz, safety blitz. Like, the quarterback has to be able to see that, and I don't think the quarterback was prepared to do so, and the quarterback was making all those calls too. So it's a bigger share of blame than just the O-line is bad, because the O-line was not awful all year.
No, especially towards the tail end of the season, they looked relatively well.
Like Cosme's a dog. Cosme is a dog, for real.
Yep.
The only second-round pick we've hit on like ever.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the only player on the offensive line who I would say you could build around.
Yep.
The only one. Larson's to injury. Wiley was giving up tackles and penalties. Leno, tackles and penalties. Lucas, whatever. Nick Gates,
Leno, he's slow as hell, but he was solid this year. He was solid.
He was solid, but he's expensive.
I want better, but he was solid.
He was solid, but he's too damn expensive for me.
Mm-hmm. For expensive. What he brings, yes.
Yeah, he's way too expensive.
He was good. Fuck it.
Stromberg had promise, but he got injured, so I kind of had to write him off as a tax.
We'll see.
Return.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Braden Daniels, he was a project guy regardless, but I think he could provide something. Just get healthy first.
He sucks. He was awful in training camp. He was that man wasn't even in condition to play football this year.
True.
That was huffing and puffing since OTAs, man.
It's true. That is true. But but when we're saying this here, the end of the season, not week 2, that's an indictment on everybody.
Oh yeah.
O-line coach, D-line coach, training staff. Like, when the Florida Gators just hired, I think, our nutritionist for their college program.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, although my Florida Gators being another investigated by the FBI, same as the Seminoles. We ain't talking about that right now. God damn it, Florida team. Yeah. But when you have moves being made like that, Saban retiring, and we're sitting here around holding our dicks like, can we have some fun? Like, bro. It's piss poor.
Oh, yeah.
But with that being said, we talked about this beforehand, and I did a poll on our Instagram. I said, is a mock draft season? Everyone said, hell yeah. So let's get into it. There's only 3 of us, so we'll do a nice, easy, 3 mock draft. Rio, I'll have you go first, then Chris, and then I will end it. So let me, first of all, let me open up my goddamn browser first. Here we go. I use PFF. I have the account, so I'm going to use it while I got it.
Okay. I use PFN for the ones that I'll be doing. Let's get it.
Let's get it. So we hold number 2. Do you want to do 3 rounds or a full 7?
3.
3 rounds? I like it.
We can do 3 is fun. That's 5 picks for us because we got all the draft capital.
We do. I go fast and then relatively high on value and needs and a little bit low on randomness. So we're not like Caleb Williams at pick 95. Like, I ain't doing that.
It's Adam Peters show. We're doing best player available, baby. It's
Come
not
on now.
just needs. We going best player available on the board. We got plenty. We got all the needs. Stack them
Look
up.
at that. Look at that. If you cut off right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you making any pre-draft trades?
Nope. We're gonna let the board speak to us because our franchise quarterback is going to be whoever's on the board at number 2.
Oh, alrighty. So I'm gonna hit click, and I do it fast. So we kind of see if we want to stop anywhere. We can stop without being it too damn fast. So number 1 is Drake. May.
They had to start with the unrealistic shit. Yeah. God, they'll play with my because you sprint the card in at this point. Like you don't even have a discussion in the draft room.
You don't.
I think Chris is on mute.
Oh yeah, Chris is on mute.
Oh, okay. Because you already know what I think about this pick.
Yeah, Chris, unmute yourself, my guy. I didn't mute you because something was going
muted,
on.
My boy.
Come on now.
Oh yeah, I already know.
Bro.
I already know where you're going with it. You're going Caleb Williams at number 2. Eh?
I'm painting nails on stream at this point. You know what I'm saying?
No.
We're pulling out the nail polish on stream.
I'm fucking weak. Let's take C Willie number 2 overall.
It would start with some unrealistic shit.
It would. It fucking would. But we sit here at pick 36. What are you liking? I'll scroll down a little bit so you can see more of the board.
I want to hear what y'all think because I have thoughts about this.
Your
this
thoughts?
Is not
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris, I'll let you go first.
If I was you, I'm honestly taking tackle here at 36, and then at like 40, if that defensive end is still there, I would take him.
Okay.
Me personally, I want to line him in the second round, but I'm not forcing it there. I don't know if I could pass on a player as good as Cam Kinchins. Cam Kinchins is the best safety to come out of Miami since Sean. Not saying he's Sean, but he's like that. And
he's like that.
I don't know if we're giving an extension to Cam Curl. We can use a baller safety, and we have another pick 4 picks later.
Yep.
I like Troy Fautanu. He's probably going to play guard in the league.
Yeah.
Like he's a tackle, but they're going to probably kick him inside. He's probably going to be an elite, one of the best guards in the league. I like him. I would play the game and pray he gets to 40 and maybe take a Jordan Morgan or someone like that at pick 40 at tackle. Did Jordan Morgan already go?
He went 25.
Let me see what else the tackles look like right now.
Offensive tackle wise,
Graham Barton is a guard. He's going to be a guard as well. Like I like both of them. Tyler Guyton, I would be totally fine taking Tyler Guyton at 40 and considering Cam Kinchins, but I would totally understand Fautanu because he should go in the first round. So this
he should.
He
should. Chris, before we hop onto this, someone's going on in your background. I can hear it a lot. That's what I made to do earlier. So just be careful. I don't know if you got party people going on or someone's having a little appointment of coitus going on. So I don't know what's going on over there. But do you want Cameron Kitchens?
I would beat the table for Cam Kinchins and see who falls. We'll see which lineman I could take at 40. But
alrighty.
But
damn, they both went.
Is Tyler Guyton still there?
Tyler Guyton, yeah.
That's my pick right there.
That's your guy, alrighty.
He's 6'7", 325 pounds. He was the tackle that played opposite Anton Harrison when he was there. Yeah. Anton Harrison in Jacksonville, baller. Trent Williams, baller.
Doing good.
I trust tackles from the program of Oklahoma. So Tyler Guyton, I'm very good with it.
Yep. Chris has gone off stream, but that's okay. We're going to keep things rolling. You sitting here at 67, my friend. There's a beautiful player that has fallen somehow, but
JPJ is fire. I love Edgerrin Cooper, though. I love that linebacker. And I like Peyton Wilson as well. I like the linebackers here. I would understand taking Jackson Powers Johnson, but it depends on what does Adam Peters think about Ricky Stromberg. Right. Is he actually – because folks were telling us he could be the best, or he gave John Michael Schmitz a run for best center in the draft last year. So I may wait on the center, even though I like Jackson Powers Johnson. we desperately need a good middle linebacker. And Edwin Cooper is fire. But do I want to go back to do? We got multiple picks. What do y'all think? I like Edwin Cooper here, but I would understand
like Cooper.
Powers Johnson.
I like Cooper because you also have guys like Cooper Beebe at the guard, and you have Cedric Van Pran, and the guy out of Michigan. You can get in the 4th round.
But let's see who else is on the board for a lineman right now.
For a lineman, you want Christian Haynes.
Christian Haynes, yep. Then
Connecticut.
There's the Christian Mahogany guy from Boston College.
My dark horse person to draft is this motherfucker, right? Javon Solomon. But I'll get into him later.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Get into him later. You were talking about him.
Mahogany at projected 87.
Wow, PFF sport is so different from PFN. Wow, it's very different. Wow,
this
is very interesting.
Ratledge out of Georgia, like Beebe at 99.
Shouldn't even be there. So like I like him. I wouldn't even be mad at taking that's who I'm going next based on this board. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Based on this board. Yeah. But I mean, out of what's coming up next, you got a few guards in there.
Give me Cooper.
Edrin Cooper?
Yeah, Edrin Cooper or Peyton Wilson, yeah.
There we go.
He's a freak.
Let him fall. JPJ just went to the Lions, so good Lord.
Let's see who falls to our next pick. Tate Rutledge. Cooper. Oh, easy.
Baby.
Oh, Bucky Irvin's there. Oh, we got another pick coming up in like 4, like a little bit, right? Or no?
102 would fall to 102 if we were doing 4 rounds.
Okay. Because Bucky Irvin can be our Jahmyr Gibbs.
He can
be our Jahmyr Gibbs to this offense.
I have him in every draft.
Every single one. Because Brian Robinson Jr. stock is going to go crazy in Ben Johnson's offense if that's the guy that we get. And all that we need to do is pair him with a change of pace, switch it up, can catch back, utility back. And Bucky Irvin got all the. Give me Bucky Irvin.
You want Bucky here at 100?
Give me Bucky Irvin at 100.
Give me Bucky. I want the Winter Soldier and Bucky in DC.
Hell yeah, baby.
Come on now.
And everything. Give me the chrome arm and everything. Look at that's a 3-round draft. Look at that.
If in 3, this is going to make you wet as a Commander fan. Pause. I don't know what does.
Oh, Cam Kinchins is the 2 safeties. I would love for us to draft Kinchins or Tyler Nubin. Tyler Nubin out of Minnesota is him and Kinchins are so freaking good. We haven't had a safety like that in a very long time.
We thought Curl was going to be this way he was playing, but now it's
Curl's solid. I think Curl is solid, but I'm not sure he commands the contract that he's going to get in free agency.
That's fair. Chris, you want any opinions on this? The only one who said it's a little bit over, but I don't think it's over.
That's a good draft.
I like this.
And we pick again in like 2 picks, and there's some really good interior linemen on the board. We're about to hit the linemen again, and then it was pretty much best player available for the rest of them. I like this. I like this draft.
I like this a lot.
And
I like this a lot.
The league would be on our dick if we somehow get Caleb Williams to DC to come home. Like the league would be
They would. Do you want to do a separate 7 round, or do you want to keep it at your 3 and let Chris go? What are you thinking?
We could do whatever you want to do. I'm with whatever. We could do 4
Chris,
if we want to.
We could do 4. Chris, what do you want to do? I'm gonna let you go next. You want to do a 3, a 4, or 7?
Give me the full 7.
You want to go balls to the walls?
Yep.
I'm gonna be a scout. I'm just gonna be a scout that adds opinions.
I like that.
Then I like get off after this one. Unfortunately,
this was gonna troll and have Joe Alt go first.
What happens when one of our Liatu lots you? You know that's about what happened. All right, Chris, are you making any?
It's crazy that Liatu Latsu is really good, but his medicals are scary.
He is this year's Montez Sweat. That's my opinion.
He has a neck injury that made him kind of retire. He retired from college football. That's terrifying, bro.
That's nuts.
Just like Michael Penix's history, Michael Penix's medical history, I could not put him on my draft board. Like I could not. Like it scares the shit out of me. He's tore the same ACL twice and hurt the same shoulder twice. Like no, sir.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do. All right. At numbers, before we start this, go down to number 7. Go to the Titans. All right. Give me their pick. I will give them our first round pick. No, I'm sorry. Not our first round pick. Next year's first round pick.
They're trading. Hold on. They're trading all the way out of the first round.
Yes.
Yikes!
I'll give them Jonathan Allen.
Oh, this is why. Okay. Okay. You're making big money moves. Okay.
And then I will also give them. This might be stupid, but I will give them pick 67.
So a first, a third, and Jonathan Allen for number 7 overall.
Yes, I don't know if it's going to work.
It says it's gonna work, so let's run the table and see. Yeah, it works. Some bitch.
Okay.
Do I think it happened? No, but Jeffrey Simmons and John Allen, yikes.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say.
Let's go ahead and start this draft.
Now you ready?
Yes.
Bring me again. What the hell?
All right.
Jesus.
I will take, because I y'all know me. I'm hell bent on Sam Howell staying as our QB. I don't think that's gonna happen, unfortunately.
Okay.
I will take Caleb Williams at 2.
Okay. So C. Willie at 2. And what do you think at a 7 that you finesse the Titans for?
See, I'm hell bent between taking Brock Bowers or an offensive tackle.
Oh, Fashanu is there. Olu Fashanu.
Fashanu. Oh my lord.
Yeah. Give me that tackle out of Penn State because I've heard good things about him. I would take Bowers.
Too. He went to Gonzaga with Caleb Williams. So we just paired up high school teammates together.
We did. All right, you're sitting here at 36.
All right. So give me that safety out of Miami that Rio was talking about.
Kitchens.
Because now Rio makes me want to go watch film on that guy.
He's nasty.
As you should.
Him and Nubin, nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty duo. All right, what are you thinking here at 40?
And then at 40, let's see, at 40, go up.
Ooh, Chop Robinson's on the board.
Chop's on the board.
Give me, is that tackle out of Duke any good?
He's a guard. He's probably gonna be a guard at the next level.
Yeah, he plays more guard. I mean, he's played all left tackle.
I think they're gonna put. He's projected to play guard in the next. level.
Although that's terrible, but
he's good. No, he's good. He's projected to be fuck PFF. Like, no, he's projected to be a really good guard in the NFL.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, I want him.
You want Graham Barton?
Yes.
I love the receivers that are on the board.
Those receivers are good.
A.D. Mitchell and what's-McCall Knight.
They are nice.
I was thinking about taking the receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I truly was, but I was like, you know what, we gotta build this line.
Yeah. All right, pick 100.
All right. Let's see. Damn, I'm gonna leave Bucky Irving there because I'm gonna take him at like 102.
Yeah, you have like back-to-back picks.
Yeah.
Just rolling. See what you
We're
like.
gonna need to build up the defense, so
okay.
I'm looking for a defensive guy here, like a defensive tackle or
nice edge rusher out of Missouri, Darius Robinson. I like him a lot. For me, I didn't really high on Muhammad Kamara, but that's just me personally.
Yeah. What about Jordan Jefferson? Is he any good?
At LSU,
he's all right.
He's all right. 6'4", not bad.
Okay.
I don't know if I want that. He's like, all right, because like
Mason Smith is a little better, but not that much better.
I personally wouldn't reach for one of these guys just yet because I feel like a lot of these guys are gonna be on the board.
Yeah, I wouldn't reach either.
Darius Robinson.
The edge rusher.
Yes.
Yeah, the edge rusher out of
That's a big boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6'5".
He's huge. He's almost 300 pounds. He's a big ass edge rusher.
He's a big ass edge rusher. But every year he's gotten better, so you can't say he's a bad player.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Alrighty. Yep, Malachi Corey. So you want Irvin here at 102?
Yes.
My guy, Bucky Irvin. Although I do think Blake Corum will be a sneaky 3rd round pick. That's my predictions.
Okay.
Is Blake Corum that?
I like Blake Corum. I need a change of pace back though. Like we have a bruiser. We have a running
Yeah.
back.
Oh, I'm not saying for us. I'm just saying in general. I think he makes it to the third round.
I think he would be. Oh, he definitely should be in that third round territory.
Yeah. I would say early third round for some people.
Virginia boy too.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. All right, Chris. What do you think? 141.
I'm gonna take the tight end out of Penn State, the
Theo Johnson.
My guy, someone y'all should take a look at. And my boy Jalen Morgan put me on. Shout out to my guy, Dallin Holker.
Oh, out of Colorado State. Yeah, I've been watching him.
His college film looks like George Kittle, bro.
Hey,
he looks like Kittle.
Hey, the one I'm looking at, Adam Anibas been looking at, is Jaheim Bell out of FSU.
Florida State. Yeah, but watch Dallin Holker, bro.
Yeah.
He looks like George Kittle on tape, bro.
Yeah, he do. All right, Chris, what you thinking here at 181?
Give me Cedric Gray out of North Carolina.
He's good.
Had I not given away our 67th pick earlier to the Titans, I would have taken Jeremiah Trotter
Jr.
Yeah.
No, Henderson goes. Okay, that's my boy. All right, 223 here. This last pick of the draft.
Last pick of the draft. You know what? It's round 7. We're gonna take a wild take. I'm gonna take. Hold on, go down.
Take a shot on somebody.
Come on now.
Was that an ODU guy I saw?
Yeah, my ODU guy went. My boy Jason Henderson. Hey, nice linebacker. Nice linebacker.
The Maryland tackle shouldn't be here on the board, so I think that would not be a bad pick there. They have a very low here.
Yeah,
Glaze is good.
DeMar Glaze.
Right tackle in the league.
Yeah. 6'5", tall. Yeah, all left tackle and a little bit of right tackle. All right. So you want to take the Glaze factory into the DMV?
Yes.
Kind of a bit of a pause, but not really. not really.
You got to stand on
it. I gotta take it. Pause. Anyway.
Sheesh.
I'm doing this too much.
Hey yo.
Alrighty. So we got Caleb, Bashanu, Kitchens, Barton, Robinson, Irving, Theo, Cedric, and Delmar. Like I'm gonna shrink this a little bit so we can get all of this. Honestly, not a bad grade, not a bad draft at all.
Yeah.
I do think it's a bit unrealistic, but that's just
it's just the trade down, them trading all the way out of the first. That's wild. Like Tennessee fans would be burning down the house there.
They would.
Picket signs outside the state. Like we let Vrabel go, and you do this shit afterward. Please.
By the same, and their excuse. But you have a nice Pro Bowl tackle. We have Jeffrey Simmons.
Pro Bowl tackle. He not Jonathan Allen, not even a Pro Bowler.
Not this year.
Yeah, like you trade out the first for that would be some Sonny Weaver Jr. draft day type.
That would. Oh, yeah. Bro, that would. Ricky Williams all over again for this.
I'm taking my shirt off and running outside with no pants in the streets if we somehow got 2 top 10 picks in the draft. I'm going crazy on stream for draft.
I'm going wild. Outside of that, I do like the draft. Safety tackle, 3 tackles actually, but 1 guy to guard. Edge, I like shit like this draft.
Yeah, because Barton's gonna kick in the guard, so you're gonna have Glaze and Olu on the line on the tackle.
I like it though. So I downloaded it. Let me do my mock draft, and then we can do another one if you want, Rio. We can do a separate round if you want to.
That's good.
Right.
Can they stop lying and have Caleb go number 1 like he's going
exactly?
Like, why do they gotta play with our fucking emotions like that?
No. If this happens one more time, I'm gonna start boycotting PFN.
PFN never. They always have Caleb go first, so I can just get my feelings out the way and just be like, we're going with
exactly. All right. I'm gonna look into PFN. I'm gonna look into it. There we go. Of course.
There we go. There we go. Here's a realistic.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. I'm not trading back. QB. I as much as I like Jaden Daniels, I think if we get Ben Johnson, he's more of that Drake May, Sam Howell type of offensive coordinator. I mean, look what he's doing with Jared Goff.
Drake May's upside is crazy. Drake May's like Jaden Daniels is 2 years older than Drake. Drake May is 21
Yeah.
still. 6'5", 230, crazy arm, and he runs like he can run. He ran for 700 yards this year. He ran for 700 at 6. His ceiling is somewhere between like around Herbert Allen, Phillip Rivers.
Yeah,
mix them in a pot. His ceiling, if you hit on him, is around that. That is a baller. Give me that.
Yep. I like it. I like it. I want it. I like it. I love it. I want some more
in that
of
Ben Johnson offense, that boy is going to be distributing immediately.
He would. He would be. Hold on. One. Yep. Chris had to go. He does have school, and out of the four of us, he is the youngest, so he needs a little bit of rest. All righty. But I like it. So, yeah, Drake May goes 1 over or 2 to us, which is probably what's going to happen. So, sitting here at 36, I'm actually going to go corner. I've been looking at this guy, Quinion Mitchell out of Toledo. 6 foot, 196, a little light, but a 51 passer rating, 38 last year. Didn't let up a touchdown, didn't let up more than 300 yards on his ass. Great in coverage. Yep. Mm-hmm. Like, he has some drops. But so if he doesn't drop that, so 4 interceptions in a year, give me that. Give me that. You strap a rocket to DC. You can have it all you want. All right. Pick 40. I do think I probably go tackle here. No. You know what? Fuck it. We ball. I would go JPJ here if I could.
Okay.
If he doesn't go in the first round, I think we could get him here because he would be the solidified number 1 center. No sacks in 3 years. Great in the run, better in the pass. And he can play a little bit of guard. So because I think there's a good tackle in Javon Foster out of Mizzou in the 4th round I could get, and he hasn't let up a sack either. Damn it, Trotter goes, son of a bitch. But this is where I go. I don't think Cooper falls this far at all. Ain't no way.
But he's here.
He's here, so I'm gonna take him that he's here, but I don't think he falls. If Cooper had already gone and Trotter goes in front of us, I would have taken Peyton Wilson. That's me.
I like Peyton Willis. He's a baller. NC State.
Yep. Wilson's my linebacker 3. Here, no, I don't like tackle. Do I like edge rusher here? Sort of. Corner, no. I'm gonna hold off on safety because I really like Jalen Simpson out of Auburn.
I like the Maryland safety too, Bo Braid. He's good.
Yeah, I like him too. What do I want?
I like the Utah kid, Cole Bishop. I don't know if he's still on the board, but he's good.
He's still on the board. I like Javon Baker, this receiver out of UCF. 6'1".
Okay.
He's not bad. I'm gonna take Bucky here at 100. People gonna say it's a reach. Shut the fuck up. All right. People took Mitch Trubisky 2nd overall. You can shut your mouth. That you think Bucky Irving at 100 is a reach. Suck my dick. No, I'm gonna stop. Yeah, Javon Foster. So pick. If he falls to 141, I'm gonna love that pick even more. Here, I'm not the biggest fan of Hicks. 6'3" is great, but he started the season great and then just fell off a map. So I'm not the biggest fan of Jaden Hicks here. You were saying Bo Braid.
I like Bo Braid.
6'1".
Free safety too.
Free safety, but let up 3 touchdowns. That's my biggest concern. Looks like Forbes a little bit.
Well, he's a safety though.
He's a safety.
And safeties are credited even just if they're in the general vicinity.
Yeah.
Touchdown. So it's like, you gotta trust what you see more so than what the picks are talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade back with the Colts at 117. That's as far as I can go back. But I would get their 6th and a 7th next year just to fall back on it.
They be letting people. PFN does not. They're way more strict.
Yeah, they are.
Be letting you get anything you want off in this trade shit. This shit is.
They do.
Trade Chris did was fucking nuts.
It was wild.
Ain't no way.
Nope.
Trade all the way out the first.
Yeah, I'm gonna start looking at PFN and see how much I like that. But I'm gonna do a full reach here at 117. I'm gonna take my guy Javon Foster out of Mizzou.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do a big reach for those who looking. 6'5", 319, so a big boy, plays all left tackle. good run, good block, good zone, let up 7 sacks in 3 years. So I can work with that. At tackle, I can work with that. And played all 13 games, all 3 seasons. So I like that a lot. I'm a reach. I've already alerted the press that it's a reach, but it is what it is. You could have had someone there. Shut your mouth. All right. Do I go safety here? No. I think it's time to go to the edge rushers. 9. Austin Booker's nice. Brandon Jackson, someone who
Jasheem Davis out of Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
Yeah,
he's been someone on my board too. Someone, 6'3", 259. Someone I really like. Brandon Jackson has been someone who I've slowly crept onto my board. 6'4", 264. Plays kind of everywhere. Good in both somehow the pass and the run. 9.7 4 with 3 seasons. I would take it. I mean, you're gonna probably sign one, and then you still have KJ, so it's not gonna hurt to have a rotation of guys, in my opinion.
I think we're gonna sign a couple edge rushers. Like we're gonna sign probably a higher tier guy and a mid guy. Like I would love a guy like Bryce Huff, edge rusher. Like he's good. There's some good people in the class that are actually going to see the free agent market because I don't really think Burns or Allen are going to actually hit the market.
Probably not. Here at 181, I will take Jaheim Bell, that tight end I've been looking at. So a little smaller at 6'3", 239, but shifty as can be when you're having, good yards per route, 12 missed tackles. Like he's almost a wide receiver. He just plays tight end. That's my opinion on him. But I'm gonna take him here. Everyone's like, "Where's the defensive interior?" Nowhere to be found. That's why. Speak of it, see someone like an Evan Anderson, I actually liked out of FAU. 6'3", like it's a little smaller.
If we don't trade Jonathan Allen, I'm not drafting a defensive lineman.
Yeah.
I'm not drafting an interior defensive lineman. Like y'all are the heart of the defense now, and to go actually be good. Like no, y'all go eat. You two Alabama motherfuckers need to go eat now.
Exactly. Yeah. Do I go receiver here? Actually, I get our own Darren Sproles. I get a 5'8" receiver.
I need a body in that receiver room.
I do.
Just a bunch of midgets in the receiver room. I need a body in there, man. I need a body in that room.
Yeah, there's no one on the board I particularly like. So I'm gonna go back to the secondary actually. And Shaw Smith Wade. A little shorter on the corner side, but is another corner I've been looking at recently. No touchdowns, no interceptions, decent. Like he's on a little worse, but if you have a corner within this range, I can deal with it. Especially with how bad our secondaries looked, I can live with that. Katana Oladipo was another safety I've been liking the 6th and 7th rounds, but that is just me. And last pick for anyone who follows me on Instagram, if you haven't, go like I said, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok and Twitter. Go follow us all over there. Go follow Rio, like and subscribe here on the channel. For those who've been watching all of our mock drafts, my linebacker,
ODU,
and ODU. Come on now, a little bias. There is bias to this. However, if you watch any of his games, he's broke most statistics in the Sun Belt Conference and Conference USA. He has broken. He's like third all time in the school in total tackles.
I ain't mad at it.
No, and he's more of that pass rushing linebacker that everyone's say we don't need it. Where's the pass rush? What happened to it?
Saying we don't need it to anything. We were 4-13 this year. We need everything. So it's not we need to pick for need in every round. We need everything. So everything. No, exactly.
And guess what? Barton was a free agent. Do you really want Mayo back in that lineup? Hell no.
Nope.
No, I don't.
Don't want to see him on the roster.
So this is my draft. Drake May 2, Quinion Mitchell corner, center, linebacker, halfback, tackle, edge, tight end, another corner, and another linebacker. So I double up on 2 positions, and I secure at least the left side of the offensive line.
I ain't mad at it. We got some value here. We got some value.
And 2 weapons in Irving and Bell. Because I don't think we keep Bates, Hodges, Turner. Like we have 5 tight ends.
I don't think we're re-signing Gibson either.
Nope. Nope. And that's exactly what Bucky Irving is. I think a better Gibson.
He's Jameer Gibbs in this offense.
Yep. Do you want to do a 7th round on your sub, or do you want to?
We could do a 4-rounder real quick, and then I probably got to roll after that.
I got you. That we can do. That we can do. Any pre-draft penalties and
No, we letting the board speak to us. Even though I would have a conversation with Chicago, but we're gonna let the board speak to us. And I'm turning in the card immediately. Give me the 6'5", 230-pound toolsy, athletic, big arm, mobile quarterback from UNC. Him and Sam Howell's game is not even remotely similar. Nope. Like, people need to take that, judge the uniform shit.
Yeah.
They need to unprogram themselves because they're not the same player at all.
Yep. All right, here at 36.
Scroll down a little bit. I know I wanted this pick. I'm not even. Is tight end Jatavian Sanders out of Texas on the board?
Yes, he is.
Draft him. That's my second pick.
There you go.
We now have our Sam Laporta. We now have our dynamic tight end, and I hope he wears 0 on the next level.
Yes, he does. He should.
That number is going to look fantastic in a Commander's jersey. Let's see. Is Tyler Guyton on the board right now?
Tyler Guyton.
Tackle.
Yeah, he's still there.
Give him to me. Give him to me here.
He's all yours.
Let's get it. Let's get it. So we got Guyton, Jatavian Sanders, all offense so far. It's going to be a trend. We build in the off. I don't know why Jeremiah Trotter Jr. is here, but take him. Take him. Don't even have any other questions about it.
Nope.
I don't know why he's here in the 3rd round, but we're going to take those blessings. We're not going to block our blessings.
Yep.
We're going to take them. Put them on my roster. We have a number 1 Mike Backer on the roster now. And I like Christian Mahogany. Let's see. Let's go down a little bit. Let's see what other interior. Oh, Bucky Irvin's on the board. Our offense is loaded at this point. We already got Sam Laporta. Let's add Jameer Gibbs. Bucky Irvin, your commander.
All right. And Corp goes right after him, ironically enough, to Carolina. Interesting.
Who went right? Oh, Corp went after him?
Yeah.
Let's see. Scroll down some more. Let's see what the board is talking about. Cedric Van Prank, come on down. I don't know why he's here. He's probably going to be the 2nd round. That's the best. It's debatable. Him or Jackson Power Johnson, the best center in the draft. He should have been a 2nd round pick. You're a commander. You are our starting center. And we now have our starting center and our starting left tackle. We now have our change of pace running back. We now have our starting tight end and our starting quarterback. We're cooking through 4 rounds, baby.
We are.
We are absolutely cooking with fish grade. I don't care what this grade says.
It don't matter.
I love it because Cedric Van Pran should be in the top 40 of the draft if we're keeping honest. Jatavian Sanders, JT Sanders is one of my favorite players in this draft.
Yep.
And I think that a tight end is a young quarterback's best friend. Sam Howell didn't have the luxury of having a good tight end this year. I want to give Drake May everything he needs to be good here. And I trust that the coach that we hire is a quarterback whisperer and an offensive communicator that can develop him properly. I can roll with something like that. There's a lot of ways that we can approach this draft. I think it's lazy to force yourself into need at every pick when you need so many things on the roster. There's too many holes to pigeonhole yourself. Let the board speak to you, and let's get some goddamn good players here in DC.
Come on now. Talk to me. Talk to me. Now, if we trade Jonathan Allen, great. If not, cool. You have him under contract. So what? Use him.
Also, I think the most we're going to get for John Allen is like a 3rd and like a conditional 5th or some shit like that. Conditional 6th. 3rd and a 6th. Something like
that. The Trent Williams trade all over again.
Yep, and I'll take it. I'll give me another dart swing in the 3rd. But if anybody says the word 2nd, take it immediately. Like, just,
absolutely.
You want to give us a 2 for John Allen? Don't even give us the rest of the terms. It was nice doing business with you. And then we get 3 dart swings in the 2nd round. Love that.
That gets you a corner, that can get you a tackle, and that can get you Ja'Vion Sanders. You get all that.
But we're cooking. We're cooking. Give Drake May everything he needs. Let's go.
Come on now. And if you really wanted to, you actually have ammunition. If you want to trade it further up into the draft,
you can get back in the 1st. You can get back in the 1st. Yep, we could double dip in the 1st round on night 1. We can make a splash, go up and get a Marius Mims or somebody at the end of the 1st.
Jordan Morgan at Miami spec. Just hey, Miami, I'll give you 2 seconds, a 3rd, and a 3rd next year for 25.
Jordan Morgan.
Give me Jordan Morgan.
Yeah, done.
Right there.
Quarterback and a tackle on the 1st night. We won the 1st night of the draft already.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep. Just if we get anywhere close to any of these drafts, best draft we had in years.
Yep. On paper.
On paper.
Yep.
In reality, most of these have been absolutely god awful.
You gotta go. You gotta play the games. You gotta execute, and we gotta see what this new scheme is talking about. Better coaching and better tapping into the potential of these players, and we should be on our way.
That's a fact. Like I said, that's gonna wrap things up. Rio, can't thank you for coming on once again. It's been a while since we've seen you, but it's been an absolute pleasure.
Always, man. Always, man. Like, keep holding it down. A lot of decisions to be made. We got a big head coaching search, and once we find that out, the next question is, how will we fill out the staff? Who's the DC going to be? How are they going to fill out the rest of the front office? And then we could turn all our attention to the offseason, to the draft, to the free agency, the whole nine. So buckle up.
Oh, it's going to be absolute fire. I've got ideas for the offseason. I got about 8 episodes worth of ideas ready to absolutely drop the ball. And if you guys want to see it, you got to like and subscribe here on BIB. Head over to Ramblin' with Rio on YouTube. It's like the whole night. Everything will be down in the description. Go follow him because he's an absolute heat, not just for himself, but for Bleacher Report as well. Go follow him every time. It's an absolute blast watching those. Instagram, TikTok, Twitter for us, everywhere for this man. This man is on every platform known to man, except for maybe MySpace at this rate.
Yeah, I left Tom ages ago. I don't really rock with Tom on MySpace anymore. But I do rock with my closing statement. Hashtag Ben Johnson to DC, baby. Let's go.
There we go. I like it. Hey, go Lions. Let's hope we get him. If not, I'll take. Hey, if we can't get Ben Johnson, I'll get Mike McDonald too. I ain't gonna be mad at it.
I'm cool. Or Bobby Slow. I'm cool.
Or
Give me a young guy. Give me a young guy. Give me a young first timer. I want someone who hasn't had the opportunity to fail yet.
Yep.
That's important to me.
Yep. We really are.
Yep. You pair them with a young GM getting his first try. I want people to grow together. I want our GM, coach, and quarterback all getting their first shot in unison so they can make sweet music for the next 10, 15 years. Let's do it.
Oh, I can't wait. Like I said, guys, you got to tune in here to BIB. Ramblin' Rio. Shout out to Tony, Corey, and Washington Daily for supporting us here at BIB since day one. Can't wait for more of this. And don't forget to stay ballin'. We'll see y'all out there.